topic is very important, especially for newcomers. Let's talk about the government pension.
So there's two types of pension that the government will give us. So in order to qualify for maximum CPP, you're looking at a major proration.
Hi guys! Today we're gonna talk about pension in Canada. This topic is very important, especially for newcomers, because when you come to a new country you have a lot of questions, and today we're gonna answer on some of them. I would like to introduce our friend Halil. Halil is gonna help me today. Actually, Halil is a great expert in this topic, that's why you're here. Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
Can you tell us just a few words about yourself?
My name is Khalil. I was born in India. I grew up in India. I have a finance degree from India and another finance degree from New Zealand. I lived in the Philippines for about 3 years, and I've settled in Canada for a little over 8 years. I've been a financial advisor for a little over 4 years. And I'm very happy to help you with these questions on pension because they affect me as well, since I'm a new immigrant myself.
Right, yeah. I find it cool that you also were in these shoes and you understand what newcomers what questions they might have and what problems they might face here in Canada. Let's talk about the government pension. I know that the government of Canada provides some support for people here in Canada. Can you tell me some details?
Okay, so there's two types of pension that the government will give us. One is called Canada Pension Plan, that's CPP, and the other one is Old Age Security, and that's OAS. OAS is given to us at age 65, and it comes from taxpayers. It's not a contributory plan. Canada Pension Plan, on the other hand, is a contributory plan, which means from age 18, every paycheck that you make, about 5.1% is contributed by the employee, and an equal amount is matched by the employer. And you have to contribute for 40 years in order for you to get the maximum CPP. The maximum CPP is only available at age 65. So in order to qualify for maximum CPP, which at the moment is at about $1,156, if you haven't been in Canada for 40 years, then it's prorated. So if you've only been here 20 years, you're looking at half of that.
I see.
Right?
If you're just 5 years here in Canada?
You're looking at a major proration. Yeah, for sure.
So you'll still get this money, it won't be too much,
but it will be there, for sure.
Yeah, but you'll still have that. Because personally I thought that you have to work about 25 years here in Canada to get the pension, but it's not correct.
You have to be here contributed for 40 years to get the max.
To get the max.
Yeah. On the other hand, on old age pension, there is a 10-year residency clause. You have to have lived in Canada for 10 years before you can start getting your old age pension.
I see.
And the same 40-year proration is also available on the old age pension. So you might have been here since 20 and then you're retiring at 65. Your old age pension could be like the same proration that we talked about for CPP exists for old age pension as well.
Interesting. And usually newcomers, they come at age, I would say 35 plus.
Yeah.
And do you know what government can provide them for these years, approximately?
So recently I worked with a client who's been in Canada for about 17 years. Now they're not going to get max CPP because they're not making the yearly maximum pensionable earning.
Right.
So in their case, we called CRA to confirm what's the amount that we're going to get for CPP and old age pension for this couple, and it was prorated at about 50%.
I see.
So in each person, and this is not per couple, this is per person, their old age pension was about $335, which the maximum is $601 at the moment.
Per month?
Right, per month for the rest of your life, and it does increase annually based on inflation as well.
I see. So that's from government, about 600 per month. It's not too much.
Not too much. But when you're a couple, you've got $600 from old age pension for one, and another person also gets that $601.
Yeah.
And if you're two people, you also have two CPPs. So, in my opinion, my professional opinion, your government pension usually provides for about 40% of the income you need. Right?
Yeah.
It's up to you to build out the rest, 60% on your own.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
So with the government pension, I think everything, we get it. But what are the ways? Because we really have to think about the pension in Canada and we want to have decent life here.
Yeah.
So what are the ways to get pension?
So there's two different ways. Either you build your own pension or you work for a company that provides you a pension plan. There are two types of pension plans. One's called defined contribution plan, where you as an employee put a certain amount and your employer matches a certain amount. Both amounts go into certain funds. There's 14,000 mutual funds in Canada. It could be anything.
14,000?
There's unbelievable how many funds there are. So you really want to choose the right funds as well.
Right.
But if a pension plan is given to you, it's already decided where the funds will go based on your risk appetite and how long you've got. So that's one. Eventually, both the monies will get invested, and when you retire, you take that money, move into something called locked-in retirement account, and generate a steady paycheck from there. That's one. Second pension is called a defined benefit pension plan. Now, defined benefit pension plan is what the government has, and only few corporations have it. It's going away slowly, mainly because of liability reason. When in this case, same kind of contribution happens, except there is a formula that determines what your pension amount will be at the age of retirement. So usually it's number of years times the best 5 years annual income times perhaps 1.5%, for example. That way, that's called a defined benefit pension plan. Both have their positives and negatives. Positive is the fact that you've got a defined pension for the rest of your life and you will never really run out of cash flow.
Oh,
Defined
that's nice.
contribution is amazing. You have more control over what you're going to invest in. Also, unfortunately, say you're age 85 and you passed away and there's about $50,000 left in there, that can be passed down to your children. On the defined benefit pension, you have this guarantee for the rest of your life, but there's no real way of transferring that asset to your next generation. It will stay inside that pension plan.
Interesting. And can you, for example, right now, Alex, he doesn't work for another company who provides him pension plan, and we have to think about ourselves, about our pension.
Sure.
What are our options?
There's many different things to consider here. First, we have to look at, is he incorporated, is he not? If he's self-employed but not incorporated, when he does put in money for government pension, he has to contribute the employee portion and the employer portion. So you put that money, 10.2%, right from the start into your Canada pension. After that, anything that you want to build, you can get as creative as possible in building wealth, right? You can make use of registered accounts, non-registered accounts, and put securities in there, like for example, mutual funds, stocks, mortgages. There's anything that you want to put in there depending on what your expertise is and who you're working with. Some people use real estate, buy rental properties and sell them later, or keep it for the long term and then pass it down to the next generation. So you can, business owners, instead of putting money into tax savings accounts and RRSPs and things like that, they focus on building a business that they can sell down the road and then create wealth that way. So you have many different ways you can do. My suggestion all the time is going to be balance. Do all of it.
Right.
Little by little of everything, right? Tax savings accounts is a very, very good tool. It's an account where if you're investing, any growth in the account will be tax-free. Now, I can't tell you this will exist forever, but while it's there, maximize it. and keep it maxed at all times.
The only thing when you come into country, you have different amount that you can put to TFSA. For example, for us, for the 3 years, I believe about 15,000 we can put for each, but every year the government decides how much you can put on your account, right?
That's right. And it starts from your year of residency.
Right.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yeah. But that's okay. All right. I think we cover all main questions.
Okay.
Thank you very much for helping me with that.
No problem at all.
And with your permission, I'll put information about you, like maybe your Facebook page.
If you like, sure.
Yeah, because I'm sure some people here, they'll have some questions and they need person who can help them as well as we need it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and my door will be open for anyone who wants to have a one-on-one conversation without any expectation of commitment or cost.
Yeah, because that's perfect. Halil helped us with Nika's plan, saving plan, and our pension. Because honestly, that was the main reason why we came to Canada. I wanted decent pension.
Yeah.
That's why I worried about it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Halil, for everything. Thank you for answers and information.
For sure. It's my pleasure.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.